I knew AA doesn't work because I tried it. And I knew treatment was a scam because I tried it. And I'm a Catholic, I go to my religious community, and I know that didn't work. And I was just praying to die. Where was I going to go at this point? I had hit a wall, and I had to experience some sort of desperation. And my experience has shown, until we hit a place of desperation, whether it's Park Avenue or Park Bench, Mother Teresa could come here this weekend and it means nothing. I'm in a place of desperation. Anyone can come in and deliver a message, and it has depth and weight. And we only know where we are when we look in the mirror, because the person looking back doesn't lie. Because what can happen to a drunk like me is, even though I'm sober a little while, I can bottom out in recovery. Because addiction will go underground and resurface in other areas of our life. We'll talk about the bedevilments in a moment, but there's sex sprees and food sprees and money sprees and thinking sprees and gambling sprees. Sprees where I'm desperate to get your attention, to get an attaboy from you, a compliment from you, usually with the opposite sex, and I'm being a player right in my recovery, because what I need, I'm dependent upon you recognizing me, and I wrap all that stuff around me to insulate me because life is too painful. So if I have enough jewelry, I have enough clothes, I get enough compliments, if I go on a sex spree, food spree, money spree, something, it gives me the false belief system that I'm okay. I'm insulated from everyone. I have to get all those ladies' attention. If I don't, there's something wrong with me. I don't even exist. The thing about recovering, I'm still experiencing all the symptoms of the illness. I don't know what day they're going to show up. I'm not drinking, but I'm restless and discontented. And recovered is from a single hopeless state of mind and body and the other things that accompany addiction, like those sprees I was talking about. But whether we're talking about recovering, recover, or recovered, something to consider. That many of us, maybe not in this room, what we literally do is recover, or recovering, have recovered again the very things in us which need to get uncovered by doing busy work. Sponsoring is wonderful, but what we can do is sponsor a lot of guys, like an assembly line, not to stop and take a look at me. The sponsor's not keeping me sober. Great teachers, inspiring teachers. My big book's not keeping me sober. It's information how to get to that power. My meetings are not keeping me sober. They're a group of junks that I get around because I need to be around us. But all of those are vehicles to get to the place that we need to get to, and that's experience a power greater than ourselves. What we need to remember is that we're also human beings all the time, subject to flaw and fault. And that's my condition. What recovery is about is putting a bunch of broken people together and leaning on each other.